All right, so in this example, we're going to look at overflow. So here are your options for overflow. So visible means that it's going to show the content even if it overflows its container. Hidden means it's going to clip off and only show the part of the content that can fit within the container. Scroll will add a scroll bar so that you can scroll through the content if the container is not large enough, and auto only adds a scroll bar when necessary. So to demonstrate this, I've created these couple different divs that hold paragraphs. So I have this class called viz, which is visible. So it's going to show all of its content, even if the div isn't large enough. Then I have a scroll one here, and then an auto. So the visible one is actually this last example. So this kind of light tan color is showing the extent of the div that holds those paragraphs, which is this div here. And notice I've set that div to have a height of 100 pixels, which is not large enough. So that's going to cause this to overflow its container. And as you can see, because we set divisible, it's actually overflowing the div. In contrast, we've set the second one here to scroll. So you can see here that it's added a little scroll bar to the side so that you can fit all the content there. And then lastly, the top one here is set to auto, which basically means it adds a scroll bar, but only as it needs it, right? Again, the default behavior is that if you create a div and you don't set like a height or width or whatever, it's going to be large enough to hold all of its content. But if you set a height or width that makes it such that you can't have the object can't hold all of its content, then you have to specify how you're going to deal with that. The default is visible, which means it's going to overflow its content, or overflow the container, which might not look very good. So you may want to change that, or maybe optimally make it such that your content isn't actually overflowing. The content isn't overflowing its container.